Greetings and thank you for joining us for the 29th episode of the Young Justice Review on DC Animation with Spencer and Friends. This is an LMG Podcast Production. Today, I'm joined by a dear friend,
Hello. You-
Tis Cassidy,
This is Cassidy.
joining us today for another great episode of DC Animation with Spencer and Friends.
Oh yeah,
I'm happy to have you.
I'm glad to be here.
Excellent, I love it. And thank you for joining us on this journey through DC Animation. Today, we will be reviewing Season 3, Episodes 11 and 12. So, let's just get right into it. I will read a synopsis in my own words, and then we're just going to talk about it.
Talk and fuck.
Episode 11, Another Freak. We open with Victor yelling at his dad for ignoring him. Due to a poorly placed cord, there is an accidental explosion. Forager is given a glamour charm to make him look like a person because today is the first day of school. Silas is pretty unharmed, but Victor is in bad shape. Silas uses a father box to heal Victor, and it builds a healing chamber around him. Violet and Fredbug with 2Gs introduce themselves to their new class, and they meet Harper. The father box fuses to Victor, bringing him back to life. Brion tries to get on the computer to look up information on Tara, and he does not have access. Dick drops by to let him know that Tara was on Santa Prisca, but has since been moved. Brion attacks Dick because he's pissed that they didn't get there to get her while she was there. Dick tells him about himself real quick, and Victor emerges from the chamber. Victor feels as though saving him destroyed his future, and he attacks his dad. Violet discovers a new color, indigo, and it allows her to open up boom tubes. She boom tubes to Star Labs, and Victor calls her an abomination and attacks her. After a brief scuffle, Violet is able to purge the malicious intent from Victor's body. Victor decides to leave with Violet because he doesn't want to look at his dad. Brion and Dick are good now because it's really hard to be mad on the beach by the water. And that's the episode.
Mhm.
So, you are familiar with Cyborg, right?
I know Victor.
And we have talked about it a bit.
Yes.
The famous Jet Jackson is your cyborg.
Yes, he is.
And I feel like I remember you saying that when you met him, he was already cyborg. You didn't see how he became cyborg.
It was kind of like just a mention
Oh,
of like in Smallville terms of things, like he's in a car wreck with his family, kills his entire family, including his father. His father has nothing to do with him becoming cyborg. One of Lex's offshoot companies finds him and makes him into cyborg. And when we meet him on the show, he like kind of quote unquote escapes from his little lab that he's in. And that's when we find him. So he's basically already, he's not that name yet,
yeah.
but he's basically already cyborg, yeah.
Okay. And so this is the origin story that I know of Cyborg.
Hmm.
Like his dad, like along with his dad ignoring him and all that, like he's a football star and he pulls up on his dad who continues to ignore him. Uh, you know, an explosion happens and his dad uses the father box to revive him, which then turns him into Cyborg. So, he is yelling at his dad.
Yeah.
Uh, and it was I had mixed feelings about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, mainly because on one hand, like you feeling that way makes perfect sense.
Yes.
Um, but as I was once a young black man
Yes.
with a dad, and I would never. Now, the fact that his dad was ignoring him,
That throws in a different kind of thing in the whole, because
yeah,
that's the thing
the
is
dynamic is different.
agreed in my own personal case, would you ever catch me talking to my father like that.
Never.
However,
Yeah,
well, no, but that's again, I'm keeping the problem is my father's the one in my head when I'm thinking it. And I'm like, even if he ignored me, I'm like, I don't know that I still would talk to my father that way.
I think yeah.
However, I didn't grow up in a situation where my father was ever ignoring me.
I think yeah, like
With
that that's
that
why I
way.
say mixed feelings
Yeah.
because like in an attempt to apply this to myself, absolutely not.
Mm-mm.
Like, who the fuck are you talking to? But under the circumstances, it's like, yeah, like I understand how Victor felt and all of the emotion and all that makes sense.
Right.
Uh, you know, up to the explosion, which uh when I started writing the synopsis, I almost said Victor accidentally caused the explosion. I was like, no, I'm not putting that because that was not his fault.
I get the episode once, I think it lets you take it as you would for that because, yeah, he tripped up on the wire a bit. However,
It was poorly placed.
yeah,
Like that,
there's got to be some safety protocol that was not being followed.
yeah, I don't blame. I mean, even if it was an accident, like Victor has zero blame in my opinion.
I agree.
Because yeah, like that was, yeah, y'all shouldn't have done that. Y'all should have set that up better.
Yes.
But yeah, it's just explosion and then I think opening credits.
Yep.
And so it's like, oh, we have to wait to see what happens.
Let's find out. Yep.
Cool, okay. So we go to Forager. We
Because let's wait more. Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, we go to, the kids.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, I have a glamour charm for you that Zatanna made. It
Mhm.
will make you look like a person.
First of all, how dare they just say Zatanna and not give me Zatanna, but whatever. I miss her.
I That's the thing. Zatanna
Oh.
is one of those people I'm always happy to see her
Yeah.
every time.
So I'm like, we didn't have to just say she did. Just let her bring it.
Yeah, that's my thought. Is like, yeah, like Zatanna she can make a trip,
I wish.
but whatever.
Yeah.
And we bring the glamour charm back because we've seen her create these before.
Yes.
And Forager is like, Forager still looks like Forager.
Hmm.
And it's like, yeah, but everybody else will see you look like a regular boy.
Hmm.
What did you think of Forager's human look?
I obviously don't know what I would have made him into. I expected him. I know Forager is a like they kept him almost the same size as Forager in st stature, I want to say, but I almost expected him to be teenier and just like cutie patootie or like because he's just like it's such a cute little thing in my mind, even though he's Forager and he's a big
Hmm.
bug thing. But I was like, he's a cutie patootie, and so I was like, oh, this is just some regular kid, which is not a bad thing.
I
But
mean, that's the thing. Like, that's what he should be.
no, he can still be a little cutie patootie regular kid. I don't know. I don't know w- genuinely what I necessarily expected him to look like, but when he put on the glamour charm, I was like, okay.
I was pretty okay with it. Like based on the voice that I hear coming out of him,
Hmm.
I was like, I think that this is fine. Like,
I'm
I think
not
that this
upset
makes
about
sense.
it. Not at
Like,
all. Like,
it definitely made sense. Like him being just like a kind of heavier set brown kid. I'm like, yeah,
mm,
I'm good with that. So
no.
yeah,
I expected, I guess, a dorkier look to him too. Like, I don't know. I don't know. But Fred, love that name for him.
yeah. And Violet was so pleased with herself.
And I say, yes, girl. That's a great name for him,
She
Fred.
said, I came up with it myself. Fred Bug with two G's. I knew you'd like the two G's.
And did he?
Oh, yeah. He
He got
locked
that locked
in.
down the whole
Yeah,
episode.
locked it in immediately. So yeah, I am Fred Bug with two G's. Oh, yeah. So, it's the first day of school for him and for Violet,
Yes.
which is why they had to get her a name and all that. And one of the kids did not have to go to school.
Brion and his fancy private, I'm rich royalty-ness.
Yeah. I assumed just he's already 17, so he's already graduated.
The only reason I didn't go with that assumption was when I was 17, I definitely had plenty of school left to do. I think I had a year and a half of school left. So I
Okay.
didn't really, but I also just I'm like I assume he was got the fanciest tutors in all of the land and da 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 da. So I don't need school blah blah because I
That's probably true.
suddenly he has a British accent.
I mean, that's royalty.
Yeah,
That's how
very
royalty works.
posh
Because,
learning
yeah, I
situation.
graduated at 17. So that's why I
Okay,
was like, yeah.
I was 18 and a half fully, so that's why
Yeah, because you have a late birthday.
exactly.
And
So I was just like
I,
when he's born.
yeah, like, and I have, I mean, late in the year, early in the school year.
Yes.
And I have a birthday that's in the middle of the year. So I was
Yeah,
one of the younger people in my class.
right.
But anyway, sidebar. Um, so yeah, then we go back to Star Labs and Silas is like, "Oh yeah, I'm fine." And then we see
All of
Victor.
Victor or none of Victor.
Yeah, like I didn't expect to see
I
I didn't expect to see his skull.
uh,
I didn't expect to see his heart
yeah, and
with like ribs. But like I was like, this show's TV 14.
I want to I was shocked and then I thought I don't know why I'm shocked with how they've been acting this season with everything that they've been doing, but this it just keeps I'm not ready for it.
I
It's
think
time
that
and this has been the worst
we're on episode 11. Violet has died 9 times?
17 times.
Yeah. Like, I think she's died in nine. Like, I think she hasn't died twice. And this episode is
This
one of them.
episode.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say 8 times she's died.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, like and again, I love gore, but I was not prepared to
Also,
see it in this.
there's something about a, and I think it's because I'm not used to seeing it like this. I'm not, well, we've discussed this outside of the podcast. I don't like excessive gore in certain situations, but
Hmm.
I also haven't seen gore in animated nature necessarily a lot at all. And so I don't expect it to be what it is until I see it. And then I'm like, oh.
Yeah, like somebody
There
drew that.
it is. Yeah. So, which like it's not to the level of like I can't watch this because there's some shows we've discussed like I had to stop watching because I was like, this is not the gore for me. But
Yeah, I'm gonna highly recommend you do not watch Invincible if that is the case, because
we'll take that recommendation.
the gore in Invincible is uncomfortable.
Okay.
I'm saying that as
That's a
somebody
lot.
who likes gore.
No, I'm still impressed to this day. I made it through 2 whole seasons of The Boys and
Oh, yeah, I
stuff.
don't know how you did that,
I don't know how I did it either.
because yeah, it's rough over there.
It's so bad. But all that said, this isn't the same kind of gore in that regard. Like this type of gore in this show is very, I think this makes sense for the storyline kind of gore.
Hmm.
So it's not bothering me the way that kind of gore does. It's just more of it's unsettling because I'm not used to animated gore. And so I'm just every time it's happened so far in this show, I'm just not expecting it to be there because I'm like, it's animated. It's not supposed to do this.
Yeah,
Where are
I
the butterflies?
yeah, I was thinking this is TV 14. They
Yeah.
can't go too far.
But they said, let's see what we can do.
Yeah, like they stretching at 14.
Yeah, I was very surprised and impressed with everything I saw of it.
Yeah. I think I agree. So yeah, like he's got flesh mist, like his arm
Oh,
is gone, his
yes.
half his face is gone. Like it's bad.
Yes.
Like I, as a father, I don't know if I could, like you can't see that and be all right.
No, there's no
And
chance.
that's the you can't see that, like, for the most part, you can't see that happen to anybody. Like
Mm-mm.
if you witness that in person, it's traumatizing. But for it to happen to your child, I know that Victor was pissed at what his dad did. However, as a dad, if I thought that that was going to say, I would have done it too.
Mhm. I don't disagree.
Yeah. And
I
that's the
don't
thing.
have the same level of I have a further level of separation in that regard,
Yep.
but I see your point. Yeah.
Yep. And we can just leave it there. Because, you know, we'll talk about it when we get there.
Yeah, we'll get there.
S- yeah.
Because we
So,
have thoughts. I
yeah.
know.
So now we're back at school. Just a fun day at
Woohoo.
school. And they are at the front of the class, and they're like, "Hi, I am Violet. Hi, I am Fred Bug with two G's. It is wonderful to meet everyone." And, you know, all these high school kids are unimpressed.
He was being so forager too. I was like, relax.
He was in full, like he was himself.
He was.
And
And I'm
that's the
like,
thing.
are they ready for school?
It's one of those situations where I'm like, I love it.
He's such a good time.
I know that doesn't do well for most people. Like in real life, but Harper walked in,
Yes.
and let me tell you, when it comes to a young girl who is into some not so savory things,
Mhm.
there's a certain look they like to go with. I don't know how many times I have seen a girl with like shaved sides, and I was like, I know exactly what she's about. Just
Yep.
based on like that's the haircut they love is either asymmetrical, so like a one side is shaved, or like just the back is like
Yep.
that is the DC like
It's just the all
mischievous
girl like
teen
energy.
haircut every time. It's usually shaved sides and a color,
Yeah.
and you know exactly who that is every time. Like that is the look they go with. And so the moment Harper walked in, I was like, I know what she's about.
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure that she smokes. I'm pretty sure that she has a very turbulent relationship with her parents, if her parents are even around. Like I was like, I
I
could
know
read
exactly
it.
what she got going on. Yeah.
I know exactly what's happening. And that's solely based on how DC draws that person.
Hmm.
So I was like, Harper's gonna be a fun character. And Harper, was in the back of the class and she meets those two and she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna like you two." And I was like, "But you're probably not. It's they're such good innocent
They're little
children.
babies.
They're
Yeah.
little babies and you're not Harper."
No.
And her name being Harper made that exchange hilarious.
Yes.
So, and it's so funny because Fred Bug with two G's is the one who cleared it up
Yep.
because he calls everybody by their full government.
Yep.
So then we see Silas says, "I'm going to take this father box and heal my boy."
Yep.
And everybody's like, "No, it's too dangerous." Like, "Nope, we're doing it.
I knew it.
I'm in charge. I am the HNIC, and we're doing it." So he puts it on him. The father box starts to heal him. It also like takes some like wiring in the ground.
Hmm.
It just like does a full incorporation of what we got.
Yep.
And it puts him in like a healing chamber. And so yeah, then we go to Brion and Superboy is like, "Hey, I just finished this hog. I'm gonna take it for a test drive."
Hmm.
And he's like, "Ooh, perfect. Now I can get on the computer." So he logs in as himself and tries to look up all of the things, Santa Prisca, the League of Shadows, his sister, access is denied, and then Dick shows up and he's like, "Looking for
What
something?
are what are we doing?
Yeah, you need something?"
Yep.
And he is like, you know, "We still don't have any information on Tara." And he's like, "Funny, that's actually why I'm here. I do have information
I
on
have
Tara.
a couple of things to say.
She was on Santa Prisca, and she has since been moved." And so he's like, "You fucker. You're telling me that she was on Santa Prisca, and so if we had gone, we wouldn't have missed her?" And Dick is just like, "It is more complicated than that."
I think that's not what I said.
And then kind of like walks away. And that's where we saw the prince come out, the "Don't you turn your back on me."
Yep.
That was full Prince, in my opinion.
Very.
Because he's used to being served and all that. And so he kind of attacks Dick, and uh, that ain't what you want. You don't want those problems. And then Dick is like, so what? You're gonna incinerate me? You're gonna bury me in lava
Yep.
because I'm helping you find you. That's what you're gonna do. P.S. I noticed you've been the only thing you've been doing on your phone is obsessing about your brother. And he's like, you hacked my phone. Don't worry about
That's
that.
not the point. That's not the point. That's not what we're talking about.
My thought was he didn't have to hack your phone. Everybody sees you doing it.
I
So
don't see Brion as being slick.
yeah,
At
like so I genuinely don't think Dick needed to hack his phone to know that because again, that's all Brion does.
It's just on the phone looking.
Yeah, looking at yeah. So uh if I'm Dick, I'm like, I didn't have to hack your phone.
No.
It's the only thing you spend your time doing. And okay, I see what's happening. I see what's happening. You're stuck in the past. So are you gonna be that guy stuck in the past, or are you going to move forward? Because you're not,
Or
yeah,
that guy.
yeah. And so then we're taken back to Star Labs, and Victor comes out of the chamber. And Victor is like, what have you done to me? And his dad is like, I saved your life. That's what I
I
did.
had to do it.
I mean, in order for Victor to, because Victor was dead, he flatlined, and under the yes, looking at him, he there should have been no breathing whenever they pulled that stuff off of him. He was already dead. His skull was exposed. He had shattered ribs, and I could see his heart in his
Mm.
body. He
Mhm.
was dead.
Yes.
And so there, because one of the things is like we have to get him to a hospital. There's nothing a hospital can do for him, and we're not gonna get him there soon enough.
No.
These are facts. And so if we're looking at how could we have saved him, we didn't know about Halo. So she wasn't an option. So the father, as far as what we had available to us, the father box, yeah, he had to do it if Victor was gonna make it out of this.
Had to do it for him.
And that's the thing. I'm sure the way that I'm again, I the way that I'm seeing it, I would figure that Silas didn't want to have to do that because
I
he was still studying the father box. There was a lot he didn't know about it. He wasn't like I am very genuinely thinking like Silas didn't want to have to do that. That was literally a move of desperation under the circumstances because he didn't know if it would work.
Well, and like, so what am I gonna say? Let me give some benefit of the doubt is the no, he didn't know what was gonna happen. But I feel like also that point goes very well on both ends of it. Hey, this might work. Let's give it a go. Hey, if it doesn't work, it's already lost.
Yes,
So I'm not criticizing that aspect necessarily. It's more of a, oh, we're gonna be here and try to do stuff for him now because it, in now, like I get it's a more desperate situation now. It's very convoluted.
it is. Because and it's one of those things of like, yes, you're like a oh now you care. However, ignoring your kid's football game for your work when he is perfectly safe and everything is fine, and your kid, you watching the light go out in your kid's one still there eye. Those are different.
I am not saying they're not.
And I was like, I'm not trying to say
And
that Silas is
I
a good
know
person.
you're not either. I think very obvious. I think, like we said at the start of this, we have two very, because I don't have a child and there's a disconnect here for me on that front, probably, not probably, specifically, my viewpoint's just coming from Victor's things
Yes.
and
And
not,
we've already established like we don't like Silas. Like he's not a good dude to his son.
no.
Like he's not a good dad to his son, and that is why we walked in not a fan of him. However, uh, I'm Team Silas in this situation.
Hmm.
Specifically this situation. You should have been at all of your son's football games. Like yeah, there's a lot you should have done.
There are things that led us to this point that are
Yeah,
not on
like
Vic.
Silas, at the end of the day, it is your fault that Victor stormed in there and yelled at you. And
Got caught up in this, and now you're trying to make him come back to life.
yeah. And of course, from Victor's perspective, it's like, oh, now I'm one of your science experiments. Now you, I tried to bring you into my world, but now you have forced me into your world.
Yep.
So, because he's like, Silas says to him, like, we will navigate this, we will work this out, we will figure this out together. And Victor's like, oh, that's what you wanted.
Mm.
You wanted me to become one of your experiments
Mm-hmm.
so that you could work on me the same way you spent all that. And I was like, Victor, that's unfair. I see where he's coming from. I see how he got there. Victor's already mad. Like,
I
this is a
see.
very nuanced situation,
I
and
see why it's unfair in the moment.
yep,
However, say like give it 10 days, and that's exactly what it is. So
yes,
he is he's just an experiment. It's in
because it would come down to the only reason they are spending time together is because
correct.
yeah, like it would have gone back to the normal of Silas ignoring Victor because his work is too important.
Yes.
And
But now,
it would have been a situation where if someone else's child had fused with the father box, then Silas would have still been working on the father box rather than spending time with the whoever the kid was. It happens to be his own.
yes.
So, I the problem is like today,
Mm,
today
mm.
I'm with Silas. Probably every other day I won't be,
I'm
but
not discounting the fact that he saved his kid, and I'm not discounting the fact that he saved his kid because it was his kid that was dying.
hmm
I'm more upset, I guess, yeah, I'm not discounting any of that. It's
it's like
just
we know too
everything
much.
Victor, that's the issue. We know too much, and everything Victor was saying immediately after he came to, I'm like, Victor's right about all of this.
Yep. Yeah, because we know Victor, we love Victor, we're on Victor's side. Like
Yes.
that's how it goes. Um, but because we know too much, is a part of why I'm like, oh, Victor, that's not fair to Silas under the circumstances. Even though at the end of the day, Silas is how we got here. Silas is the reason this happened because again, if you had gone to a football game, he would not have stormed into your office.
Yep.
That is that's where it is. That's there's no ignoring that.
Yes.
So, uh, Victor also feels like not only did you turn me into one of your experiments, but now I can't, there's no way that I can play football like this, or let alone just exist in the regular world.
Nope.
Like, I can't. I
Nope.
was doing very well in the regular world, and now I am a freak. And it's your fault.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna have to put something on you.
But don't worry, Violet's a freak too.
Yeah. And so he starts attacking his dad, and Violet is like, my stomach hurts. And her stomach been hurting all episode.
Mm-hmm.
Her stomach been hurting since she got to school. And eventually, they're outside and they're like, nobody wanted to eat with us. And that's when Harper was like, yeah, you're freaks.
You're a little weird, but okay.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I love you both because you're yourselves.
Yep.
And yeah, Violet is eventually like, yeah, my stomach hurts. And then Fred Bug with two G's is like, ooh, indigo. That's a different color. Oh, one of the things that did happen, I wondered. what the situation was going to be with his other two arms. And so yeah,
Loaded.
when he
And
started eating with the sandwich, Halo had to be like, "Hey, two
mm,
arms only." And the way he looked at her was like, "Bitch," but also like, "Okay, fine."
a little
But yeah,
sass. A little sass
yeah,
there.
the way that was, I was like, I
A
loved that.
little sass.
Because yeah, like that's not a look that you usually get from Forager.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, Forager's like, "What the fuck?" Well, so that was funny to me.
Mm-hmm.
But um yeah, he's like, "Oh, indigo. That's a different color." And then she just opens a boom tube and walks through it, and Fred Bug is like, "Oh shit, I have to get help."
And people need to know this is happening.
Yeah, it's a good thing that McGann is the guidance counselor,
Yeah.
which I I'm gonna say this. Do we think that she
No.
okay? I think because she knows the principal, he was able to just get her a job.
Mm.
But I was like, did she have to like put into somebody's mind that she has the credentials for this? Because as far as like the schooling and what is necessary to be a guidance counselor, pretty sure she doesn't meet the mark.
Well, and I think she needs more time to get to there too. So I was like, you've grown so much, girl.
Yeah, I mean, ever since she went into Calder's mind and cleaned that up, she's good. And as far as we know. And so,
Not pictured me rolling my eyes.
but I don't think that I mean, being psychic definitely helps. But I don't think that she went and got a master's degree.
No, there's no chance in that
Like,
time. Like, and
eh.
all the other stuff that she's got going on and is running. No,
So
I don't think so.
I think that knowing the principal just kind of made that happen.
Yeah.
Anyway, uh, she opens up a boom tube, she goes to Star Labs, and Victor is like, "What the fuck are you? Ew. Away, beast."
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and she was like, "Oh shit." And so she, starts defending herself and all that. And eventually she purges the evil from him.
Yes.
And he was like,
I feel.
"Oh, I am I'm sorry about that. That wasn't me."
Yep.
But and then that's when, Silas is like, "Hey, you need to stay here so that we can figure this out." And he's like, "No, I'm gonna go with her." And Silas is like, "What do you mean you're gonna go with her? You don't know her.
It's not safe.
The safest place for you is here with me." Is it?
The moment he said that, I was like, um, where was he when he got into the situation that we are presently in? I think here with you. My,
I think here with you is how the
we're here
danger happened.
with
So but and what's funny is Victor didn't say this, but Victor might as well have said, "Me being here is not dangerous for me.
you.
It's
Also
dangerous for
accurate.
you."
Very true as well. Yes.
Yeah, because Victor said, "All the killing stuff, I'm not gonna kill you, but I'm pissed.
So angry.
Like, and I don't need to look at you right now."
Mm-mm.
Because she's like, because Victor said, "I'm a freak." And she's like, "Me too.
He
I'm gonna be a freak until the dawn." So yeah, because whenever he's like, "Can I go with you?" She's like, "Sure,
Yeah.
why
So,
not?"
sounds like so much fun.
Like, again,
I was
Violet truly vibes.
go vibing.
Like all this was also vibes. Like she healed him with vibes,
Yep.
and then was like, "Let's go vibe." Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Come along. It's good
yeah,
over here.
yeah, we vibe over here.
Yeah. And she liked his vibes enough that she was like, yeah,
Yeah, sure, come
go.
on. And then so yeah, whenever she uh because Fredbug with two G's is like, this is where it happened. She turned Indigo and she boom tubed away and and McGann is like, oh shit.
Great. Another thing.
Another thing. And
Yep.
then they both come back and oh my God, I'm so glad you're okay. Who's that?
Who's this guy?
And he's just kind of like walking
I'm Victor.
on the football field
Yep.
because
Yep.
you
It's
know,
very cinematic and levels, layers.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then we're taken to the beach where Brienne is just watching the waves crash.
Mm.
And Dick is like, "We good?"
More importantly, are you good?
Yeah. Are we good? But yeah, are you good? And he's like, "I have chosen to look to the future."
Great.
Good choice.
We love that for
Good
you.
choice.
Mhm.
And so what did you think of this episode?
Um, I obviously have had my own version of Victor, but I feel so much for Victor as a character, and I've always loved that character. And so, and then we've talked on and off the podcast before of just how much I care for that character. So it was really great to have him on so much, but a very stressful episode to have him on nonetheless, because also, like we discussed at the start of this, my version of Victor did not go through what he went through to become Cyborg as well. He had a rough time once becoming Cyborg, but did not go through the same familial situation of the family doing it to him. Some randos were just doing it to him in Smallville. And that makes it even worse on here that it's family that's doing it to him and all of that. Regardless of if they were trying to save their life or not. But I really liked getting to have a lot of him because I obviously have been enjoying this for season 3, but it's nice to have a character that I vaguely know something about and getting to have more of them in front of me.
Yeah, because it's who you are and aren't familiar with, often is directly tied to what you've already seen and already experienced and stuff. Because like most people probably don't have impulse in their bag,
No, I
where
think
you
that's a
do.
very miscellaneous one that I do get to have.
Yeah, like most people
Yeah.
don't have impulse in their bag. Most people have either Barry or Wally.
Yeah.
And so yeah, like it's truly just a like what have you already seen, if anything?
Yeah.
Because yeah, like for some people, this is their cyborg. For
Yeah.
me, my cyborg is Teen Titans.
Right.
And so that cyborg is a lot happier to be here. Like we it took me a minute to get used to seeing Cyborg be sad and be a tragic character because in Teen Titans, not really the case. It is sometimes like they do go over a little bit of his history, as
And
far as like the darker parts of it, but generally, very happy dude.
can't relate to any of the versions I've seen.
Yeah,
Which, granted, this is only the third version I have seen of him, but man, are we depressed every time.
yeah, because they started putting him in everything once he got popular, and yeah, they started doing like the nah, this is his actual origin.
No, which again, as we've discussed with the actor from Smallville too, I already am just always extra sad with Cyborg on top of everything,
Yeah,
but I've never known a happy storyline for this guy.
yeah,
And it makes me sad.
yeah. And this thing like my cyborg is Kari Payton and vibes.
Vibes.
So okay. And that takes us to another sad origin story.
Why not? Let's just be depressed today, guys.
Yeah. Let's go to Cyborg's in Teen Titans. Cyborg and Beast Boy are best friends.
Oh,
So let's go to his best friend
let's keep this ball running.
and talk about episode 12, Nightmare Monkeys.
Ugh.
You know what's so funny?
Hmm.
Um, I was whenever I saw the title of this episode, I was like, since we love a callback, Superboy is going to say, I hate monkeys in this episode.
Hmm.
Never did.
I'll root of him.
Yeah, never came up.
Nope.
And I understand why now that I've watched the episode, but I was like, okay, I miscalled that one. Because what
Huh.
I didn't expect was a Hello Megan from Artemis.
That was weird.
But let's talk
But I
let me
thought,
read the
yeah,
synopsis.
let's get into
Yeah, let's not do things too out of order.
it.
So, we open with an episode of Garfield's show. Gretchen Good tells Garfield that she wanted to capture the Hello Megan magic, which is why she cast the show the way she did. Victor is taken back to the house with everyone, and Violet explains that she opened up a boom tube. That's a thing she can do now. They then realize that Violet is a mother box. Just before his date with Perdita, Garfield tries on the new good goggles. Unbeknownst to him, the goggles inject him with a little something. Back at the house, Supercycle and Victor have a brief scuffle, and Violet purges the violence from Victor once again. The good goggles tell Garfield to go to Encino before we see him on a spaceship with apparitions of dead heroes. Garfield falls unconscious in real life, but in his mind, he relives Wally's death, the death of the Doom Patrol in an episode of Doom Patrol Go, and Perdita calls 911 and the squad. Megan and Connor arrive, and Megan realizes that she's going to have to go into his mind to get him back. He experiences an episode of Hello Megan where Queen Bee shows up. He relives his mother's death and decides to check out. He then gets a pep talk from Wally the monkey god, and Megan finds him, and he gets himself right. Garfield realizes that Gretchen is the villain, and then everybody starts making out.
Everybody.
And that's the episode.
Ugh.
So, we open with Garfield's show, which is Star Trek.
It reminds me of Galaxy Quest even more so. Have you ever seen that?
I've not.
It's a it's a silly Star Trek spoof kind of thing, like which I guess it's all the same then at that point. But yes.
I mean, yeah, and that makes sense. But yeah, like that's they did a couple spoofs in this one.
Yes, a few that yes.
And that's always fun. We love a spoof sometimes.
When well done. I'm here with it.
Yeah. So yeah, he's on his show and we knew that he was an actor already from
His
this.
infomercials.
Exactly. Uh and he comes from an actor, so it made sense. And I love that his co-star, first of all, was Connor from the Hello Megan show,
Hmm.
but also the voice actor was doing a William Shatner impression.
Yes.
Hilarious to me.
Vibes, love.
It was so funny. And so then Gretchen Good is, talking about like this was the best decision I ever made. And he was like, "You're in charge of casting?"
Yeah.
And she was like, "Here at Good Studios, I do everything."
She's a very helicopter owner.
She's very, yeah, very hands-on with all of the stuff she
Mhm.
does. Like she runs her studio the same way Tyler Perry runs his. But yeah, she was like, I wanted to capture that Hello Megan magic. And then Mento walks by and there's a whole history there. So let's talk about Beast Boy's history just a little bit.
Okay.
So originally, Beast Boy's parents were scientists in Africa, and Beast Boy contracts some rare disease that kills people, but specifically doesn't kill the green monkey. So his dad was like, "Oh, I'll just turn you into a green monkey so that you can knock this disease out, and then you'll be good." And that is how he became Beast Boy.
His dad turns him into a green monkey.
Yes. To
Okay.
save him from a
I'm
disease
sick
that
of
will
these
absolutely
dads
kill
in
him.
this DC universe just doing whatever. So, okay, no,
No.
continue.
Yeah, his dad does it because again, the green monkey is immune, so if he's a green monkey, he's immune to this
I like
disease that is
this
absolutely going to
origin
kill him.
better.
And
Of blood
so,
transfusion.
yeah. And then his parents die, and
Oh,
he is adopted by the Doom Patrol. The Doom Patrol is where his adopted mom, Rita, that they mention.
okay. So the Doom Patrol is real and not
Yes,
okay.
the Doom Patrol is absolutely a thing.
That provides me a little bit more context than I had
Yeah.
whilst watching this.
So yeah, the Doom Patrol
Okay.
is a real team in DC that Beast Boy was actually a part of before
Okay.
joining the Teen Titans.
Okay.
So yeah, that's a real thing. Rita was on the Doom Patrol. Mento, who you saw, he was on the Doom Patrol. And so yeah, the episode, I mean, yeah, the Doom Patrol, like he loses his mom and then he loses his mom again. Because yeah, the Doom Patrol, you remember the whole Go Die scene? The Go Die song?
The Go Die chant.
Yeah. So, uh
Yeah.
anyway, that's kind of yeah.
Okay.
So Rita and Mento were married. And so that's kind of how Mento ended up being
Guardian.
Garfield's legal guardian, is because it was actually Rita. Because
Okay.
Rita was his godmother and and he was her husband. Mento's voice is also hilarious to me.
I got a kick out of it immediately because I went to go see if I even knew who it was, to which I did not. But I was just like, what have we got going on here? It was just a very particular.
It was very particular.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like the dude who voiced him, I'm not familiar with, I don't think.
Okay.
Like it was nothing that like came to me immediately,
I didn't
but
deep dive further other than I don't recognize that name and moved on.
I did the same thing. I was like, that's not a name I've seen. At least I don't think so. Um, well, actually, no, it is a name I've seen. I've just never heard him do that voice.
Okay.
So, yeah, like he's also in Teen Titans, but
Okay.
yeah, it's the voice of Robin, if I'm remembering that's the name that I saw on there correctly. But anyway,
Okay.
I was surprised it was him because I was like, that's very different than what he normally does. But it's not a name I recognized. I had to go look and see, like, oh, that's the voice of Robin. So when I saw the name, I was like, I don't know who that is off the top of my head.
Mhm.
And then when I was like, oh, that's Robin. Wow, that's impressive. Because it was the same voice. You know
Those
who,
vocal actor chops.
yeah, like the dude who voiced Chief, whenever it was the Doom Patrol Go, the guy in the wheelchair,
Okay. Yeah.
it was that same voice person. Very different.
Varietize.
So, anyway, I saw the name, didn't recognize it, went and checked, and I was like, oh,
Oh, wait a second.
I know exactly who that is. Wow, that's impressive. So, yeah. Anyway, um, we then see that Victor's back at the house with everybody, and Violet was like, "Yeah, I can." Or somebody's like, "Yeah, Indigo boom tubes," and then Superboy's like, "Oh, that explains a lot," because he explains how he saw the mother box had been taken apart, and then Artemis is like, "Oh yeah, because Dr. Fate said you had an old soul." It's like, okay, so you're a mother box. Okay. All right. We're putting it together. That explains all of this. And then somebody's like mother box and father box. And Superboy was like, who said anything about a father box?
Mm-hmm.
And that's when Sphere sees
Not
the father
compatible.
box
Yeah. Mhm.
and is like, gross.
Hold up.
And Cyborg was like, how
Also
dare
gross.
you?
Yeah.
How dare you? And so, one of
Right.
the things that I am just now realizing,
Yeah.
I don't know if you and I have discussed mother and father boxes.
Not in depths.
Okay, so I'm gonna keep it real tight. Mother box is good. Father box is bad.
I
Mother
think I've
box,
gotten that vibe.
yeah, mother box is New Genesis. Father box is Apocalypse.
Okay.
Otherwise, they're the same thing.
Uh, it's
And
just they're there to balance each other out.
yeah, and I'm sure that that was when you think about, you remember the episode with the Forever People, and then they turned it like they Taru, and then they turned into the Sentinel thing, the giant mech,
Yes.
and then he threw a father box in there, and now it's like an evil mech,
Yes.
but they used a mother box to become the mech. Yeah, so yeah, it's
It
just the
just makes
evil
it
one.
interesting that last episode that Miss Vibes then knowing what we know now was like, yeah, come with me.
Yeah, but also whenever he was evil for a second and she had to purge him again, Dick was like, "Yeah, y'all stay together."
But it's
Because
like, okay, but it canceling, I guess, at the same time. Maybe.
yeah,
Maybe.
and it might be one of those situations of like she has like a full symbiotic relationship and he doesn't. He's kind of
Okay.
like split personality, whereas
That's true.
she is one.
She is
She
versus
is, and
yeah,
he's still two people that, can there's still
combating.
some alternating. So similar to how there was Beetle and there was the Scarab, or there was Jaime and there was the Scarab.
Yes.
And then once they found the power of friendship, they were one.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
So I think that with Halo, honestly, she's kind of just the mother box, and Gabrielle is only sprinkled in there. Like Gabrielle is a husk, and that's
I was gonna
why,
say it's just the body,
yeah,
otherwise,
that's why Artemis was like, "You've been telling me that you're not Gabrielle,
because you're not.
because you're actually not Gabrielle."
There's nothing Gabrielle about you.
Yeah, but like Victor's still in there. Matter of fact, it's still mostly Victor,
Right.
and so yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, I realized like we never. I don't know if we ever actually talked about mother boxes and father boxes, but they're essentially living computers, and mother is good, father is bad.
Checks.
Like that's the gist. And yeah, like the mother boxes come from New Genesis, the father boxes come from Apocalypse, and they're you know yada yada.
Yada yada.
So, uh, Garfield is at Perdita's apartment, and she's getting ready, and he's like, "Oh, good goggles." She was like, "Yeah, they were a gift. You want to try them out?" And he's like, yes, I'm absolutely gonna try them out." And then he starts trying them out, and then we see something put a little hole in his temple.
Little injection.
And it was like, oh shit.
Dun, dun, dun.
And then we see that the good goggles, after he finishes his level, tell him to go to Encino.
Yes.
And he's like, I have to go to Encino now. And then the goggles malfunction. And he is on his ship in the show.
Yes.
And Wally's there, Jason Todd is there, Ted Kord is there, fucking Tula is there.
I forgot that she was even there. I had purged it immediately from my mind. I was too
Uh,
upset about Wally.
yeah, Wally took a
Immediately.
lot of my attention to, like, I was like, oh yeah, shit, Tula was there.
No, I totally forgot until you just said that because I was just like, who is Wally?
Yeah. When Wally was there, I was like, oh, we get some Wally minutes?
It was
Okay.
so happy, but so not at the same time.
So the first time I watched this, I was like, oh, Garfield's dead because he was with all the dead people.
Dead people.
So I was like, oh shit, they killed him.
Mm.
Because this show yeah,
They
people be
be
dying.
killing.
So I was like, did it like sense that he was a meta and therefore like what? Yeah, I had
Yeah.
questions. The first time I watched this, but I was like, oh shit, he's either dead or close. And that was just again based on all the people he saw were dead. And then he relives Wally's death, which he didn't see happen.
I didn't need to relive it. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, it's
That
always
was just
tough. Um, but yeah, uh, and then we see Artemis. Where's Wally? And I was like, ah, I didn't need that.
no.
And then we go to Doom Patrol Go, which is literally just an episode of Teen Titans Go. So if you've ever seen Teen Titans Go, then you'll know that's literally exactly what that was. It was the same model for Beast Boy, and they used the voices of the Teen Titans for everybody else. So Starfire was Rita, Cyborg was Robot, Robin was Chief, and Raven was Negative Woman. And everybody else didn't really need to speak, but they just threw it in there so that we would know, those of us that watched Teen Titans and Teen Titans Go. Uh, it was absurd and hilarious. But yeah, they start singing and just having a good time. And the and that's kind of what Teen Titans Go is. Like that short snippet of what you got is very much Teen Titans Go.
The singing and everything?
There are a lot of musical episodes. And usually Beast Boy's the one singing. But yeah, the singing and all that. And then Beast Boy's over there crying. Like
Yes. Let me tell you, I was so thrown by the
good.
entire thing. I have no prior knowledge to the Teen Titans, like nothing that I've ever watched. Anyway, I'm like, why are we singing? And I wasn't at all grasping what they were saying. And then it ends and he's crying, and I was like, oh, maybe I need to rewind that. And then I rewound it and thought, oh,
Yeah.
we sound hee hee ha ha, but we're saying nah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh when you process what was happening, it's like, oh
Oh,
no.
yeah.
Oh dear. So,
Oh.
yeah, that was crazy to me. Cause
Ugh.
cause I thought the same thing. Since I'm aware of Teen Titans Go, I was like, y'all are kind of trifling for putting his trauma in a Teen Titans Go episode of
hmm
all things.
hmm
Because yeah, Teen Titans Go is a wild show. If you watched any episode of Teen Titans Go, you'd be like, all right, I see what this is.
I did not see what it was, and I was just
Yeah.
taken back.
And that's because you've never seen Teen Titans Go. But yeah, uh they were, just singing through his trauma.
Yeah.
And then in real life, he passes out
hmm
and she checks for a heartbeat. It's faint, so she did exactly what she was supposed to do. She called 911 just in case this is medical, and called the squad just in case it's more than
Not
that.
medical. Yeah.
And yeah, that was the great choice.
Yep.
And so Megan and Connor arrive, and the paramedics are like, he needs to go to the hospital. And Megan turns green and is like, back the fuck up. I know exactly what he needs.
I know what we have to do here.
And then Connor's like, we are so appreciative of you guys.
Now leave.
Yeah, we love you, but like, we got it. We'll take it from here. And she checks him and she's like, oh yeah, his mind is in a fugue state. I'm gonna have to go in there and get him. She looks at Connor, is like, you're my anchor? He's like, yep.
Yeah.
All right. We're good. And she goes in there to get him back. And then he's in an episode of Hello Megan,
Hello, Megan.
which again, we got a Hello Megan from Artemis. Was not expecting that.
Very odd and random. And I mean, I wasn't against it. I said, okay.
Yeah, I was kind of here for it. I was like,
But
all
then
right.
I was excited for the proper Hello, Megan episode, even if he's going through a traumatic moment. But I was like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, I loved when we did this before.
Because they were like, you're not in this episode.
Yep.
Um, and then yeah, there's like a knock at the door, and who is it?
Queen.
And like,
Her. That's
is
what I should have
she
said. Who is it? Her.
is she a bad lady? Yes, she is.
But she's a bad
But
lady.
yeah.
Mm.
She is often the baddest one in the room. Because again, all she did was stand there, and I was like,
Yes.
is she giving?
She,
Eh,
she gave.
She gave.
She just, ah,
She is her.
she is her. And I just, yeah, she's bad
Yeah,
every which way.
all the ways.
And the thing is I know she's done really terrible stuff, but she shows up and I'm like, she's serving, she's giving, she's.
All
uh.
of it. Yes, indeed.
So yeah, she pops up and I was like, I know I should be concerned, but here she is.
Yeah, like I know that she's a terrible person, and because uh whenever Beast Boy got healed in season one,
Mm.
she was there. And yeah,
And I
she
was
was like,
like, whatever you need, ma'am.
I sure would hate to make this poor boy hurt himself. I was like, oh God, don't do that.
Do that.
But yeah. So whenever she showed up, I was like, oh, he's gonna relive his mom actually dying because I thought that we were past that since like
So did that episode.
we're going through his life and like that already happened, but I was like,
Yeah.
oh wait, we're going backwards, I guess.
I will say, since it's leading up to it, I'm glad we did go back into it because I remember the brief flashback of the waterfall that we got in season two, and then I was like, are we just not going to tell me anything else?
Yep.
So I was like, this sucks that he's got to relive it, but thank you for finally giving me some context.
Yeah. So yeah, we kind of see him like he has to kind of live through losing his mom again, and he's like, I don't like this. Turn it off.
Mhm.
And then he decides he's had enough. And Superboy in real life is like, I don't hear a heartbeat, and it's not good. And then the Monkey God King is like, fuck you doing?
Magical mystic monkey god.
Yes.
I made sure to write it down.
Yes. I just put Wally the Monkey God because that's who it was.
Wally's voice.
And I'm glad that he was like, okay, you might be the Monkey God, but why do you sound like Wally? It's like you made that decision. Hey, I'm not doing
Loved
me.
that. I loved that though. Like it was silly, but I loved that like yeah, that's the voice you're gonna give him.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, this is your dream.
Yeah.
I'm just here.
Yeah.
So yeah, you decided that, but that's fine. Obviously somebody's looking out for you. But yeah, get it together. And he gets it together. Like he gets right.
He pulls
Uh
himself back. Yeah.
yeah, because Megan goes in there and he's like, you know what? I'm good. I have made like this kind of helped me make peace with my trauma, is kind of the vibe I got.
Yeah.
And I I needed to go through that to get to the other side.
Yes.
And now that I have, one thing I do know is that my boss, bad person.
She's the bad lady.
Yeah, because like I was supposed to like yeah, I almost died, but also I was supposed to be brainwashed.
Mm-hmm.
So like yeah, she's a bad lady.
Yeah.
That's number one. But also I have a date to go on. I am gonna do that.
On the
And then he
beach.
just starts making out with his girlfriend now that he's fine, which from her and I understand because it's like, oh, I thought you were gonna die. Come here.
Yeah.
And then Megan and Connor are like,
Since all the kids are doing it.
yeah, because she
Well,
was like, this is as close to a date as we're gonna get, isn't it? It's like, well, let's take advantage of the moment. I'm like, y'all could leave, but all
y'all
right,
don't need to be there for that.
you
This
could
doesn't
leave.
need to be a simulcast.
Let's leave.
They stayed.
And then out of nowhere, from the top rope, we get just in a different part of the universe, Halo and Brienne embracing.
Good for them. But this episode, that ending, weird.
Yeah, I was like, oh, are we gonna get Jefferson and Dr. Jace now? Are we gonna get Barbara and Dick now? Are we just gonna
Show
everybody make it
everybody
out?
go through that. Like,
Yeah, why
look,
not? That's
some
what we're
kind
doing.
of some kind of moment of look at them all doing the same thing at the same time. I don't care. I don't want to see. Well, stop.
Yeah, I don't need it.
No.
Like, no thanks on that.
And honestly, I don't know if it was trying to with Brienne and Violet specifically, if it was trying to be some kind of shock factor, but I was like, okay.
I think it was just trying to like
It is
telling us like they are official. Like
okay.
they
I
have
felt like there was a better way to have done that
yeah, like
because it was just like,
they have
okay,
chosen each other like it has happened now.
yeah.
Because, there had been hints at it and you and I kind of discussed how it felt like they liked each other in different moments.
Yeah.
So I think that was them saying like, all right, we're here.
I just think it could have been better because I was I personally was like, okay, it's weird that Megan and Connor decided to do that. And I'm like, oh yeah, let's just run through everybody.
Because yeah, again, when they showed Halo and Brienne, I was like, oh, okay.
Who's
Because
next?
they weren't in the room, they weren't
No.
around, like, and I was like, okay, so everybody, that this is what we're doing with the end of this episode. All
Yeah.
right.
Mm.
So otherwise, what did you think of the episode?
I liked it. I mean, the ending really took me out of it, but not so much that I didn't like the episode. Like I liked it more than I expected. Say that because I don't feel like, especially this season, that Garfield's really been in the forefront of my mind. And other than his little infomercial things, like not that I don't care, but I'm just like, oh, he's here. So when the episode started with him, I was like, okay, here we are for another silly thing. And I'm like, oh, we're getting into something.
Yeah, this
Something
episode was way deeper than
yeah,
you thought it would be going in. And that's the thing, these two back to back,
heavy.
I was like, oh, that's okay. That's what we're doing.
Depressed the whole time.
Yeah,
Not a happy moment in sight for the most part.
no, no,
I'm
none
just
of that.
upset with people and their dads, apparently.
Yeah,
It's just rough,
well,
but
that okay, okay. Uh, yeah, it was. Yeah, these were two surprisingly heavy episodes,
yeah.
and
Oof.
yeah, yeah. But anything else on the episodes?
No.
Okay, okay. In the next episode, we will be discussing season 3, episodes 13 and 14. So until then, salutations.